Welcome back to Las Vegas. It's Alex Belfield here on the Strip at one of my favorite old casinos called Tropicana, which has been here for so long and it has such great history. Well, everything has to change in Las Vegas, and half of it has now become the Bagatelle. And within that, you've got the Bagatelle Bistro. And joining us from there is the general manager, Roy Saunders. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're just loving it here in Las Vegas. We're heading into the season right now, so we're very excited to have this convention in town.
Congratulations on this new bistro. Here you are in the middle of the Tropicana. They gave you carte blanche to come up with your own idea, and you did, and you made it happen. There must be nothing more thrilling than getting your own restaurant here in Las Vegas, because let's face it, only the best will succeed.
Absolutely, and there's not a lot of venues that are available on Las Vegas Boulevard, and we were able to lease out 100,000 square feet right on Las Vegas Boulevard. So we're very, very excited about the upcoming events.
I'm always honest on my programs, and I always try and tell the truth. And as I said to you earlier, Roy, I came in here 18 months ago, and like many of the older style hotels, the Riviera, places like that, they're looking tired, and they're a little smelly, and they attract a very old clientele. Well, since I've been away and come back, they've completely renovated this casino, and certainly the Bagatelle, and it's all new, it's new design, and thank God, because it's given you a new lease of life. I'm not sure how long the old-fashioned casinos will survive without modernizing.
All the mega resorts now are handled by three very mega companies here in Las Vegas, as well as internationally. But Alex Yumijian purchased the Tropicana, and he has a commitment to reviving this property, and I believe he's going to succeed.
The fascinating thing about what you've done is create something new, which is very rare in Las Vegas because most of it's been done before. You've taken a concept where it goes from being a supper club where you can have dinner to a nightclub where you have entertainment and you don't have to move. How did you come up with this? Where was the idea from?
The idea is from Remy is our owner, and he created this concept in New York in the Meatpacking District, and then he opened up another venue in St. Bart's. And now we're here in Las Vegas, and I think Las Vegas is the perfect venue for a supper club. We attract 42 million guests a year, and they all come to dine and go out and have a party, go see a show. You can do it all right here at Bagatelle. Come and have a great dinner, and then it evolves into nightlife, evolves into a party where you live out your fantasies in a restaurant. If you want to get up and start dancing and pop a bottle of Dom Perignon, you can do so and just have a ball.
So I guess what you're doing is bringing two elements of your evening together to save that inconvenience of travel, because travel here in Las Vegas, let's face it, is very difficult, isn't it?
Not only getting around Las Vegas Boulevard is difficult, but getting into a valet area is very difficult. You might wait 10-15 minutes to park your car. You spend 5-10 minutes walking to the venue, and you walk through the casino and the shops, and then you come back down and you wait another 20-30 minutes to get your car. Here we have our own valet parking. You park your car, you go up one single escalator, and you're in our venue, and you can just party the night away.
In terms of decor, it's fascinating. I mean, there are nods to Vegas with the feathers and things like that. And of course, this is a bistro, so a lot of it is French. I was saying earlier, what's fascinating is you've got the beakers for the water, which are so French, and that's so nice. Do most of your clients realize how traditional this is and the effort that you've put into every detail?
I believe they do. A lot of thought went into it. It might look like it's very simple, but again, our concept is simple, but exceeding all of our guests' expectations. That's our goal.
My thing is, I've said this all along, I love a booth, and this is all booth really, isn't it? Fantastic. There's something intimate about it. You don't feel like anybody's earwigging on you. You've got your own space. You can have your own time. Again, deliberate on your part.
We first got the venue, and we spent a lot of money and a lot of time re-engineering the room. And as you can see, the room here is very expansive, very tall ceilings. We stuck with a very white theme, so it had a grandness to it. And of course, as we're looking at this beautiful chandelier that's a 20-30 foot chandelier, it really is a center and a focal point. It's phenomenal.
And again, only in Vegas could you get something that exquisite and that over the top.
Absolutely, only in Las Vegas.
Let's talk about what we've had so far then, the food, which is of course the main thing. It's all very well having a great venue and having beautiful scenery and great chandeliers, but if your food is rubbish, nobody's going to come back. I had a few amazing things this evening that I'd like to bring up. The foie gras was fantastic, and thank you for keeping it on the menu. It seems to me like a lot of people have taken it off. I understand some people find it controversial, but nevertheless, this is a town where you make a choice. You don't have to have it, and if you want it, it should be there. So thank you for keeping that on. It's the first menu I've seen actually in Las Vegas in the last week that's had it on the menu.
Foie gras is such a classic dish, and we're south of France inspired. Our cuisine is meant to be that Saint-Tropez, Marseille, Monte Carlo, but again, it's very continental. It fits into Las Vegas. The dish that you had, which is the foie gras, is Hudson Valley foie gras, and our chef puts it on a bed of French toast, and it's a classic dish with a very modern twist.
And then next for my entree, I had the lamb, which was beautifully cooked, perfectly delicious, moist, everything you want in a lamb dish. Again, it's down to the chef, isn't it? You can have the best steak in the world, you can have the best lamb chop in the world. If you overcook it, it's going to be ruined.
Our executive chef is John Zamarchi, and he's a CIA graduate. He's phenomenal. Once again, he takes a lot of our classic dishes. Really, what we try to do here is go back to fundamentals. A lot of our dishes are made with fresh juices, fresh herbs. We use a lot of organic products, not a lot of butter. So it has a freshness to it. Again, we get the fish every day. Our chicken is organic and free range. It's phenomenal, and he has a lot of pride in what he does.
You also spoiled us this evening with the Tuna Tartare, which was just beautiful and nicely made. Again, there's a certain simplicity to your food, which is refreshing, because actually, if you've got good ingredients, which are freshly sourced and local and all that stuff, you don't need to go crazy with it. You don't need to add a ton of sauces. The flavor will come through.
And that's what it's all about. Going back to fundamentals. I think a lot of foo-foo restaurants, they come and they go, but those restaurants with great fundamentals, they're going to be around for a long, long time.
And then after dinner, of course, we then turn our attention to the entertainment. And as we sit here looking at the chandelier, around is a very clever set, if you like, certainly well staged, where performers, I understand, come out and do their own unique acts. That's what you have here, speciality acts who have their own unique talent and their own specific act to do.
It's a Cirque du Soleil type troupe. That we call them the troupe Bagatelle. And we have everything from an aerialist to specialty dancers to we have a gentleman that plays the saxophone, and it's on a wireless mic, and he roams the restaurant and just creates the energy that's unlike any other venue that I've seen.
This is a fascinating town where it moves on and gets bigger and bigger and new things come in. Do you have to do something like this now with all the special acts and the Cirque du Soleil and the impressive chandelier? Are the days of just putting a good steak on a plate and a table in a very bland room gone? Is that not good enough now to attract punters to come in night after night?
We believe so, and that's why we went forward with this type of a venue, which is a supper club. Again, where we have a lot of excitement that is happening. Instead of going out and sitting down at a table and being prim and proper, this is all about letting your hair down. And again, if you want to, and you feel the vibe, you want to stand up in back of the booth and start dancing and have a great champagne or another martini, we encourage you to do so.
Roy, I just want to confirm, I'm a chubby guy, mid-30s. Should I really be stood behind here trying to dance? I'm going to get some very strange looks in here, aren't I, really?
No, you won't. You'll fit right in with everybody else. You'd be perfect.
Thank you for inviting me to come this evening. It's been a thrill seeing something new, and in this town that's very rare to find something distinctive and beautifully lit. You've got a great restaurant here, fine dining with some great food on the menu. I highly recommend the lamb, and the foie gras is always delicious as well, and the tuna tartare was beautiful. Thank you very much for a lovely meal and a nice glass of Pinot Noir as well. A great range of beverages you have here, and of course you have to, because people have very specific tastes in this town, and you've got to sort them out, haven't you? Make sure that you've got what they want.
Absolutely. Las Vegas is a very international city. Of course, we specialize in a lot of wines out of Napa Valley, but with the French-inspired menu, we've got a lot of great Burgundy and Bordeaux wines that are on our list.
Come down here then to the Tropicana. You can see it as you go down the boulevard, and just behind it is the Bagatelle. It's huge branding. I mean, the great thing is as you go down the strip, you can't miss Bagatelle. That's fantastic, because the trouble that many restaurants have in this town is sticking out and letting people know where they are. You can't miss it as you drive down the boulevard.
Absolutely. A lot of the great restaurants in town are very well hidden. we've kind of gone the opposite direction. We want everybody to see us, feel us, and know exactly where we're at.
Bistro Bagatelle is open here in Las Vegas. Pop down to the Tropicana, it's just behind there, and you'll have a fabulous time. Raw Saunders is the general manager here. Thank you so much for having me. Lovely to see you, and good luck with this. I hope you do very well.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.